Nozzle gives you the ability to view the full Google SERP HTML for any single keyword. That's nice and all, but you could essentially get that same view from going and doing a manual search on Google. So what's the big deal here? The big deal is that you can actually compare the SERP results, looking at the captured HTML of each page for several dates at once. This is a simple but effective way to get a visualization of how the SERPs have changed over a given period of time. Why does this matter? Well, you could be ranking number 1 for months, but for some reason your traffic has continued to decline. This is a way for you to see what has happened to the SERP over that time. You may see that PAA boxes have begun to appear every day. Maybe there's a larger selection of images or products popping up. Could be any number of things that are actually pushing your number 1 ranking further down the page. On the other hand, if you're having trouble cracking the top 5 rankings, you can use these renders to see if there are any commonalities to those that are ranking. Do they have reviews that show with their entry? Do they have extensive meta descriptions? Are there videos and featured snippets and images that you could emulate? This is all information you can use to tailor your strategies for those keywords. You will find the SERP HTML comparisons on the single keyword dashboard. You can get to this dashboard by either clicking the single keyword option on the left and then choosing the keyword here, or by simply clicking on the chosen keyword in the keyword chart that you want to examine. When you get to the single keyword page, scroll down to the bottom where you'll find the SERP result with Nozzle Vision laid over it. You can compare as many dates as you want using the Compare History button, but generally 4 or less at a time is where you'll get the most functionality out of this feature. Use the zoom bar or the Fit to Screen button to make these SERPs more visually accessible. Now that you have a few SERPs open, you can choose the date for each one. By default, clicking the button is going to open the most recent previous date on which data was retrieved. Use the date dropdown to select any date all the way back to the day you started collecting data for this keyword. When you click on the dropdown, you will be given options that are within the current date range selected for this keyword. The default is the last 30 days. So, if you want to go back further than that, you will need to change the date range here at the top. Now, Nozzle Vision adds a lot of information over the HTML, which can be very useful, but there are times when you want to see just the vanilla SERPs. In that case, you can simply click Disable Nozzle Vision button. Then again, if you want to see more or different data laid over the results, you can click on the Columns dropdown, where you'll find a number of preset metrics. It defaults to Custom, which includes rank, pixels from top, and paid adjusted rank. However, you could switch to Pixels, which will give you pixels from top, above the fold percentage, and SERP percentage. In the Custom view, you can choose any metrics that we track and remove the ones you don't want to see. Rank, people also ask, products, videos, item rank, and a huge range of other options are available. After you've set the metrics you want to see, you can use the search bar here to highlight some specific results. For example, you could type in your URL and it will change this map of the SERP over here to only highlight the results that match your search. You can then click on the highlighted area to go directly to that result and see all the elements on it. This is especially effective when you want to see a quick overview of where you have been ranking in the side-by-side view. Once you have this set up to your liking, you can use this side-by-side comparison to show your clients exactly what has changed and how it could be affecting their results. In other words, you can provide a visual representation of the changes rather than just a list of numbers.